How many people does it take to change society? I'm Daniel R. Jennings, and the answer is going to surprise you. A study by Erica Chenoweth has discovered that it only takes 3.5% of a population to protest before a government would change its position. That's not 30.5%, I said 3.5%. Now, historically, there have been two ways that people have tried to change their government or society, and they used either violent or non-violent means. And many people think that raising an army and using violence is the most successful way to overthrow or change a government. But Chenoweth's research found that nonviolent protests are actually twice as likely to succeed as those using violence. She looked at 323 examples of conflict and found that once around 3.5% of the whole population begins to actively participate, success appears to be inevitable. So what is the lesson that we learn from this? Well, first we learned that it doesn't take violence to change society. In fact, the more violent one is, the less likely they seem to be able to succeed in doing so. Instead, it's peaceful protesting that really changes society. And secondly, the takeaway that we get from this is that it does not take a lot of people who care about what needs to be done to change the world. Only 3.5% of the population. 3.5%. That's hardly anybody. Truthfully, as a general rule, it seems that most people don't care about what needs to be done, and only a few people are going to care anyway about doing what's right. But Chenoweth's findings show us that this doesn't matter. That you and I may be in the minority, but that it doesn't in any way mean that you and I cannot change the world. And there's a great hope in that because, as I just said, most people don't care about what needs to be done. But it doesn't matter because if only a small group of people care, that's all that it takes. You can literally have 97 or almost 97% of the population that doesn't care. The rest can still change society. That's the amazing thing that has come from Chenoweth's research. So get out there and start peacefully protesting, raising your voices, and working to encourage others to get on board with what you know needs to be done. Don't let the fact that the majority don't care or don't support what you want to see done hold you back. If what you're doing is a virtuous thing and it needs to be done, get out there and get to work, and with just a small amount of support, God will use you like David to defeat what seems like the Goliaths in the world. 3.5%. That's all we need. Can we find 3.5% of the people who care enough to stand up for what's right? If so, we'll change this world for a better place. I'm Daniel R. Jennings, and this has been another life lesson.